Welcome to Talking Comics, where we are bagged, boarded, and pre-recorded. I'm Ryan.
I'm Sean.
Thank you for tuning in once again. Today, as you could probably tell by the title, this is a poll list. Second poll list now, I guess.
Yeah.
Been a little while since we've done one. There's a lot of comic books coming out, so figured we'd do a little, announcement, let you know what's coming out in the near future, so you can place your orders at the Nerd Nest.
One big long plug. You plug the store more than I do. You know what I am plugging, though?
Oh.
Not just comics.
Yeah?
We are little over a week away. Not this Thursday, next Thursday. The 21st kicks off the big daddy of them all, San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I get so excited, Comic-Con, and I haven't been there in a spell.
I'd love to at least once go down there and go to the big Comic-Con.
Oh, well, this year it does not, fail to impress. Marvel's represented.
Yeah.
DC's represented. Paramount. No Fox this year. Because, they just did the X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Basically, I think we talked about this before. I might have mentioned it, where they're like, Fox put out a statement saying, with the camcorders and the cell phones, and we don't want footage released because we're going to debut stuff at the San Diego. Trent, they just don't have anything.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do at Comic-Con. You, quote-unquote, leak the footage.
Yeah.
But, man, Marvel, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yep.
Some new Spider-Man Homecoming footage, which I'll get to later.
Oh, cool.
DC's representing strong with Justice League, Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the debut of Killing Joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it's actually coming out here soon on
the 25th.
DVD and Blu-ray.
But they debut it at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So the 21st through the 24th, Sunday the 24th, and then it'll come out the 25th.
And I heard that some select theaters are going to be playing it.
Yes.
I really wish it was I wish ours was playing it. I haven't actually checked, so I don't know for sure, but I doubt it.
I did some delving in, and I heard that it's not the theater that's being redone. It's the ice skating rink at the Lloyd Center.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're getting rid of it? No, we're just putting in a better one. Yeah, they're indoor mall. But anyway, yeah. And the big one that impressed me was it's the 30th anniversary for Aliens.
Oh, really?
And check this out. It's the mega panel. Every cast member will be there.
Awesome.
Every director. Ridley Scott, James Cameron, David Fincher, Sigourney Weaver, what's his name? Dude who played Hicks.
Yeah.
Carrie Hinn, the gal who played Newt. It's like, that right there is going to be, that's the one, because that's all she did.
Yeah.
That's that one thing. She had no prior acting experience and hasn't done anything after that. She's Newt. And it's that little girl, probably one of the best child acting performances anywhere, ever.
And it was her first time.
And only
last
time. Yeah. And it's the fact, you love, I've said it before, Alien, the first one, Ridley Scott, was like a full-on, it wasn't a sci-fi movie, it was a full-on horror movie, monster movie. Second one, Cameron, king of the sequels, just hit the ground running, aliens everywhere, and Sigourney Weaver, Ripley, goes out of her way, does everything to save this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then this Fincher comes along with Alien 3, and what does she do? What does he do with her? Off camera. Kills her. You don't even see it.
Oh, wow.
You're a mean one, Mr. Finch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Finch.
But yeah, that's going to be awesome, man. Carrie Hinn will be there. And Cameron, of course, because it's the 30th anniversary, like I said, of Aliens.
Yeah.
But, they'll ask them all aliens questions, but then there's going to be this large group going, hey, how many avatars you got planned, and when are they coming out? Because I think he just pushed that back again, too. Yeah. Come on, Cameron. What are you, up to 12 now? We want more blue pussy. But yeah, man, Paramount, too. coming strong with the new Star Trek movie. Be all sorts of that. And I know Star Wars Rogue One, but I don't know if they're going to show any new footage because they'll probably save that for the celebration over in London.
Yeah, I totally forgot that the new Star Wars was going to be coming out soon. I went to the movies yesterday and I saw the commercial and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. This movie looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan in particular, but it's a hell of a trailer.
Yeah, it's got that 70s feel, like that 70s Star Wars. Which is...
And seeing those AT-ATs in 1080p.
I know, right?
Like high def. Oh, it was awesome.
So yeah, man, Comic-Con kicks off the 21st and goes through the 24th.
Yeah, God, I wish I could go. Although, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people wandering around like the hall aimlessly.
Why is that, Ryan?
we all know what the phenomenon called Pokemon Go is.
I don't. No, I'm kidding.
Like you haven't heard.
I don't.
Oh my! This thing is blown up. I know we're called Talking Comics, so we usually talk about comic related things. But
what's in the name?
Yeah, we call ourselves Talking Comics because that's where this channel started. We tend to cover nerd culture as a whole.
Pretty much, yeah.
So...
And what's the nerdiest thing going right now?
Pokemon Go, man. Holy shit. Wow. All right, so in like 2 days, it went from, it jumped up over 100,000 downloads.
Now, it crashed, you said.
Apparently, so the server crashes frequently because there's so many people using it all at one time. Yeah, I don't think they anticipated it to be this big, this fast.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good problem for the creators to have.
I wish I had that first world problem.
So I just wanted to talk about some of the crazy things about Pokemon Go. I'm full blown addicted to it already myself. Because nostalgia, what a grown man or woman will do when they feel nostalgia is ridiculous.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir over here, sir.
I have already walked like over 10 kilometers. And to give you an idea, 5 kilometers is about 3 miles.
Okay.
So I've walked about 9 or 10 miles at this point. I've walked like 13.8 kilometers. And that's just what I've walked while the servers were working. Not counting what I had to do when I shut down the app for a little while to wait for it to reboot itself.
Okay.
Yeah. A quick PSA for all of you out there. I'm sure a good portion of you are playing Pokemon Go. Probably not right now. You're listening to our podcast, but as we're speaking currently and recording, there's probably a majority of our listening base playing that game right now. So, seriously though, do not Pokemon Go and drive. We don't want any accidents out on the freeway. We don't want someone getting into a car accident. We don't want none of that. So, alternatively, there has been a genius creation, not creation, but idea by a certain company that drives people around. Uber. There's Pokemon Uber rides for like $20 to $30. They will drive you from Pokestop to gym to Pokestop.
That is insane.
And apparently there's talk of some of them providing Wi-Fi, food, like snacks and drinks, and charging cables.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And when I say insane, I mean, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, right? I'm closing up the shop for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, what kind of Pokemon you trying to catch today? You're a taxi driver, so you have to talk to them. Yeah.
They expect conversation. Don't talk to me. I'm looking for a Pikachu.
It's crazy. And if you want to get kids to hang out at churches and graveyards after midnight, Pokemon Go.
Churches and graveyards.
I went on a little walk the other night from down where I live all the way up to Fred Meyer's.
Okay.
And then walked back, and a bunch of gyms in the Pokemon gyms here in town are churches.
Now explain Pokemon Gym.
Oh, it's a place where you can battle other players, sort of. It's like a territory thing. You want to beat their Pokemon and take over the territory.
Oh, it ain't my territory, so I don't know what Jim looks like these days. I don't even know anybody named Jim. Okay, so...
Yeah, so I stood outside of a church the other night at like 12:30, fighting an imaginary creature.
And nobody called 911.
Nope. I was just sitting there in a church parking lot. Attack, attack, attack. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Attack, attack. Crap! I died. Stupid 1% glitch. You guys who play know what I'm talking about.
Lord, where were you on that one?
So it's a crazy phenomenon, and a lot of crazy stuff has happened. I'll start with a slightly less crazy thing that totally makes sense. Is a bunch of stores have been putting up signs that say Pokemon are for paying customers only.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because people are going into stores, just wandering around aimlessly, running into stuff.
Well, like you said,
the phone vibrates when there's a Pokemon near you. You don't need to have your eyes on it the entire time.
Yeah.
You select which one you want to go find, walk in that direction. Walk a couple of blocks, then you check it. Nothing. Walk a couple more blocks, check it, change directions, etc.
Yeah.
Like
you said, it's just nobody saw this coming. It's like a force of nature.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about this. The concept of them making this game.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say at least over a year ago. I heard that it was in the works, and I was like, awesome! I can't wait. And then I haven't heard anything about it until this last week when I start seeing people on Twitter, finding Pokemon everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's finally out. Download.
Finding Pokemon are everywhere. They're popping up more than Starbucks.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but you got to, place of business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think what Ryan's saying, folks, is Pokemon Go responsibly.
Yeah, exactly. Where I work, outside of doing this podcast, is a Pokestop. So I see... the other night, I probably saw like 10, 15 people walk through with their phones out. Stop. Do the Pokestop. Move on.
Is that what it's called? Pokestop?
Yeah. And for you Pokemon Go players, there's teams, right? Red, blue, and yellow.
Okay, yeah,
That's how you battle each other. You choose your team and whatever. At the comic book shop right now, the Nerd Nest, we have team decals.
Mm-hmm.
$4 as usual, right?
Yeah.
So come by, buy a decal, pick your team and represent.
Here you go again, plugging the store.
Well,
over my head, totally.
I love.
Ironically, my place is not a Pokestop.
It's not a Pokestop. It's not old enough. The business isn't old enough to be on the thing. But I really like the sense of community that this game is bringing. I'm running into people. I'm having great conversations. I was out in, I want to say, Tualatin yesterday when I went to go to the movies. We got out there early, so we walked around, played a little Pokemon, and then we talked for like 15, 20 minutes with complete strangers.
Right on.
And it was really cool.
Well, that's how it should be.
And my final thing to say is just a crazy story I heard about Pokemon Go on the news. Is a lady was trying to find some water Pokemon, and she went towards the lake and found a dead body.
Good Lord.
You can't help but wonder, was the dead person going into the lake to find Pokemon.
Pokemon.
There's a Goldeen down here.
Pokemon helping people get fit and solving crimes, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, one quick thing. There is a Pokemon video game called Detective Pikachu.
Say no more, sir.
And yeah.
That's
all right,
awesome.
So we are moving on from Pokemon Go. We've already taken up over 15 minutes of this poll list.
That's fine. It's fine.
But we got to stay relevant in pop culture, right?
Yeah. Stay on it.
So yeah, I got a bunch of comics to let you guys know about, and Sean has something interesting to talk about. He and I had a conversation about one of his comics the other day.
The which one are you talking about?
A certain corporation core.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a comic out there called the Colonel Corps. DC put that out, and
Bravo, DC.
That was news to me. It's basically Colonel Sanders from KFC.
Imagine Deadpool Corps, but they replaced all the Deadpools with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, and there's Earth 3, Earth 2, Colonel Sanders. There's a villain called Colonel Sunders. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to delve more into.
Yeah. And apparently it's completely free to read online.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is just like bravo, DC, bravo. Like, I love when companies have a great sense of humor, for one, and they're like, all right, this was just a fun project for us to do. Let's release it to the masses.
Let's be honest. They're like, all right.
I mean, they could make a bunch of money off this if they really wanted to.
Sean's been a loyal fan for years. It's like he's obviously not going to be walking around with the Pokemon Go people. Give him the KFC. Give the fat boys KFC.
Snorlax over here is on his
Snorlax
is on his phone. Instead of playing Pokemon Go, he's reading about the Colonel's adventures.
Colonel Corps.
Into the multiverse of Extra Crispy.
Yeah, you can take that for what it's worth. Now here's another thing I got that some people might turn him into naysayers.
Yeah.
New Iron Man.
Yes, I've heard about this.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where this goes myself. I mean,
well,
from what I understand from Civil War, we're in need of a new Iron Man.
Civil War 2, yeah. It's
the
blowback. Everyone's like, for those uninitiated, there's going to be a new Invincible Iron Man.
Yep.
It's going to be a 15-year-old black girl who is a genius MIT student.
Yeah.
Who is from Chicago and built her own suit.
Oh, wow.
From how she obtained the tech, I'm not sure.
She probably just picked up scraps that came off of his suit during fights.
And she built this in her dorm. Her name is Riri Williams. And she will be taking up the mantle of the new Invincible Iron Man.
How's she going to...
I don't know. See, the path is leading towards Tony Stark and her coming together.
Yeah.
Taking up the mantle because of the backlash from Civil War II.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Rhodes, his best friend dies. Stark Industries...
So what you're saying is he's getting a new black sidekick?
No. No. It's... Rhodey died, and for those who don't know, spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
His company, Stark Industries, is folding, going under, and this has been going on for a while now.
Yeah.
He's also learning who his biological parents are.
Oh.
Like, yeah, he was adopted. That explained a lot over the years of the rift.
Yeah.
Between him and Howard Stark.
Like, Tony's smart, so there's a decent chance he made the connection and then kind of resented his father for it.
Without going into too much detail, learning who his biological parents are. And, of course, the surmounting, with everything going on, a lot of stress with that, a lot of stress with his company. His best friend died, so on and so forth. All coincides with his dependency issues.
Yeah.
Heavy drinker, heavy boozer, amongst other things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's kind of succumbing to his own demons and falling. So,
and not to mention the big what's what that happens. Like, actually, no, I'm gonna leave that for the readers. Just distinguish.
But people listening are like, "What the hell? We just saw him in Civil War." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Well, these are the books, folks.
Yeah,
the movies.
They're a little ahead of the story that they're telling. In movies.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Civil War II, one of the comics I wanted to mention it's a comic sort of told from the villain's perspective. Civil War II Kingpin issue 1. It's available now. It came out July 6th. I read I didn't read the comic, but I read the
synopsis.
The synopsis, and it sounds kind of cool. I don't really know too much about it. I got a bunch of other comics to talk about on here.
Well, they did that with. I mean, they always did that with
the Civil Wars, the Civil War.
Where they take,
there's a bunch of others that are coincide, like, single characters' story, like,
from their perspective.
Yeah, from their perspective, like that podcast I talked about, the Spider-Man from Civil War. So another one, if I'm going down my list here, came out July 6th. Most of the ones I have, because they're at the time I was writing my notes for this podcast, getting my info. A lot of these come out on the same day. Another Marvel production, Han Solo. The Han Solo issue 2 just came out not too long ago.
Okay.
And I can't wait for this to get a trade paperback, because Han Solo's cool.
Gonna be
enough said. Han Solo's cool.
Pulling you into the Star Wars realm, huh?
I love you. I know. That's a cool guy right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they're doing that movie. That's Rogue One December, and then the December next year is Episode 8, and then the following, what is that? That would put us at 2018.
Yes.
That's the Han Solo
movie.
Han Solo movie.
The Han Solo movie.
Han Solo movie. Yep. Which would be that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Man, there's so much coming out, that's came out. Actually, I'll jump down to some DC and come back to some of that Marvel in a minute. Here's another fun one for you. Along the same lines of how weird it was to have a random Colonel Sanders comic book, Flintstones.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some of the art for it. It's actually pretty good. It looks like they made Fred and Barney. They look like.
I had to double take a little bit. I thought just glancing over the picture and everything. I'm like, is that Alex Ross doing a Flintstone? I mean, he'd draw anything, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks like it might be a decent read.
They treat it seriously. I've read a little bit of the synopsis on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they deal with social issues, ecological issues.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking it. It's not just yabba dabba doo and They're treating it very, very seriously.
Tell me, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Did you sleep with my wife?
That's going to be the porn parody.
And for you horror movie fans, DC has been doing a Nightmare on Elm Street comic book.
What the fuck?
Issues 1 through 8 are available now, which means before not too long, a trade paperback will be released.
All right, folks. See, this is why I love listening to this podcast. I'm listening right along. Is my head jammed so far up my ass? How do I miss this?
When I go into research mode, I become Alice from Alice in Wonderland and fall down the rabbit hole.
The rabbit hole, huh?
I come out quite mad.
You're like Boba Fett. They're bounty hunting all sorts of I'm going to get that issue.
I don't know. I know Sean in particular isn't a fan of this series, but they have been redoing Spider-Man 2099.
Oh.
I saw they just released issue 12 not too long ago. I saw the cover and it looks wicked. It looks really wicked.
Yeah, you did show me. I will give you that.
Like, if the cover is any indication to what the pictures inside of the comic look like, it's gonna be pretty awesome. As far as 2099 comics go, Spider-Man was the superior one, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So, and while we're on the topic of Spider-Man,
yes,
I
have obtained some new set pictures.
Oh,
gotta show you, and you're gonna love them too. Okay.
All right.
I got 4 pictures. Okay.
Alrighty.
Check this out. This is on the set, and I like yourself delved into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'll save that one for last. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that. He's got a backpack on. Backpack. The eyes. I mean, forgive the eyes right now because it's on the set because they're going to CG the eyes.
Yeah. So, I mean, the suit, even without the CG, looks good.
But he's got a backpack. How many times have we seen Spider-Man with a backpack like in a comic? Look at that.
Oh, that looks so good.
And then, I'm not familiar with you're more internet savvy than I am. Looper.
I'm not sure.
Because I saw that movie. I remember that. Oh yeah, you remember that scene from Looper where old Spider-Man come back from time and shot new Spider-Man, and then he takes off the mask. It's Bruce Willis. But check out Tom Holland right there.
Nice.
He does in Peter Parker style. Does a selfie.
Nice.
And
that is
you know how
awesome.
Peter Parker would put up the camera so he gets shots of Spider-Man and sell them. He's doing that on the set. But I'm like, oh, what do you think this is? And I'm like, oh, what is this with the big cement block and everything? Apparently, now get this, I love this. Okay, one of the plot points in the movie, which comes out next 4th of July, the 4th of July next year.
Oh,
so we got another year. No, I'm already in love with it. It's set in high school. He's on a field trip, and he has to break away to do some crime fighting. How awesome is that going to be? I got chills just saying it. The 25 minutes that we saw him in Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready for 2.5 hours of Spidey.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Especially with this kid, man. And it's confirmed, because I heard for a while he was on board, he was not, he wasn't. Michael Keaton is on board.
Nice, yes, I remember hearing about
And
that.
I hear a lot of speculation that he's supposed to be the Vulture.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
It'd be kind of funny if he was the Vulture, because, what was it, last year or the year before, he did that Birdman movie?
Birdman, yeah.
Which I haven't seen, but I heard it was really good.
It is. It's good. Michael Keaton's great, but for some reason...
Mr. Mom?
I know. He shows up in the Batman outfit. Batman Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, it's the wrong set.
Because I would say if they do a Vulture, like, in this time right here, I would say, what's his name? Dude they cast as Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh, yeah,
He was in Scream.
Yeah.
Shave his head. That's my Vulture.
I could see that.
That's the dude I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either.
Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard.
It.
That's it. But yeah, dude, that selfie picture right there as he's playing that, he's promoted like Ryan Reynolds did Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's funny. And that right there, that one picture is better than the last 2 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Well, it's he's playing he's a kid in high school, so kids in high school these days, they're always on the Snapchat, and so I'm sure he's probably made his own Spider-Man Snapchat.
But yeah, seeing Spider-Man with the backpack and how he's just gotta like change and do that. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Definitely, I am super excited. Another Spider-Man comic book title. It's called Spidey.
Okay.
I'm not very very familiar with it. It's already got 8 issues out. But it looks like it reminds me of, when you look at pictures, when you look at older Spider-Man comics, Just like the cover, it looks...
Ditko Spider-Man, well, John Romita Sr. Spider-Man, Alex Ross.
Not like old, but like in this like it seems... I don't know really how to explain it.
Give me an era.
I don't even know. It's not the art style. It's just the theme of the way the cover looks. It reminds me of I don't even know.
Well, looking at the Spider-Man there reminded me of when I was a kid watching old Electric Company. We had PBS, so we had Electric Company and Sesame Street. Spider-Man showed up on Electric Company one time. And it was like, live action kids show.
Yeah.
It was like apparently a mute Spider-Man that never talked and counted really well. But
I have 2 more comic books that are coming out.
Hit me.
These ones are a little down the line. I'm going to start out with the big one that a lot of people are waiting for. All-Star Batman.
I was going to say, there's 2 titles there, I see.
I'm saving that one for last because it's my favorite.
Oh.
All-Star Batman is coming out August 10th. It's the new line of Batman comics done by Scott Snyder. So I'm actually pretty excited for this too.
Yeah.
Love Snyder. Awesome. Like, I follow him on Twitter, and he's like at the Rebirth release. I don't know if I talked about this or not. He was at the Rebirth release.
Yeah,
I remember telling you. I don't remember telling these guys. He was at the release giving pizza to people waiting in line. Passing out pizza. Like, he's not a famous person.
Well, to us he is.
Yeah, to us.
I'd have been like, I'm not here for the book, I'm here for the pizza. Now, so you follow him on Twitter?
Yes.
Is Greg Capullo doing the artwork?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Well, we'll know when it comes out if we have like fat neck trap Brock Lesnar in a Batman suit.
Batman's been hitting the gym and hitting the gym hard.
Brockman.
And for my this one has a special place in my heart. Hellblazer Rebirth.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Constantine is getting his own Rebirth comic.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this. They kind of teased him a little bit in the DC Universe Rebirth because there was a conversation being had between him and Swamp Thing. It was just one panel. That was it. And I was like, they're doing a Rebirth. I know it. So I went online and I looked it up, and they are. And I'm super stoked about it.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely I saw that. There's definitely, Swamp Thing and Constantine are like Cable and Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah, constant crossovers.
Yes.
If I can find it, I'll probably put I really like the cover art that they've put out there. It looks really, really awesome. He's smoking a cigarette, and of course he's smoking a cigarette. He's Constantine.
It's my guy.
And the smoke comes up into a skull shape, and it just looks super awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely put that up.
Yeah. And if I've heard correctly, there's some Hellblazer Constantine news.
Well, yeah, that is. I got some confirmation here. The Flash.
Yes.
What the hell are you idiots talking about?
I thought we were talking Constantine. Goddamn.
We'll get there. Flash confirmation. Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Flashpoint confirmed.
Nice.
Whole season 3. On the CW.
You know what's kind of funny about that, though, is they're doing Flashpoint on TV, and they just counter-reacted the Flashpoint in comics.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We were just talking about Iron Man. Now, check this out. Yes, Flashpoint Paradox is confirmed, because at the end of Season 2, we all saw.
Yeah.
But, do we cross over? They'll have to. Questions I have, can they stretch it out for a full season, or just do like a half season and like bounce around?
That's
a problem. You know, we can talk about later on and see how they do it. Because I mean, everything they're Midas, man.
Yeah.
Berlanti and Kreisberg, everything, but they can cross over all shows.
Passion of the Kreisberg.
And course correct, a lot of people who didn't like Green Arrow.
Oh yeah.
The way that's going, they could redo the whole thing. Deathstroke comes back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have a little Constantine going on in there. Legends. That would explain the end of Legends of Tomorrow with Our Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he said like that, he will know the paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl will now be in Earth 1, which is awesome because if you watch the show, it was technically set on Earth 3.
Yeah.
Now, with the paradox and the fact that she's actually off CBS and on the CW now, she's coming home.
Yeah.
She's on Earth 1. And they've cast... are you familiar with this gentleman right here?
Yes, yes.
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
From House Slytherin.
Yeah, I remember hearing
Tom Felton.
Tom Felton.
That's his name.
Oh.
That's the actor's name. But they cast him as a character... which I don't know at all. Julian Dorn?
Yeah, it doesn't ring any bells.
Randomness?
Yeah.
The only thing I came close to was Julian Dane, Calendar Man.
Oh.
But you know what I see when I see this picture? I see, since it's Flashpoint Paradox, I see a young Eobard Thawne.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't remember Flashpoint?
Yeah.
Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne was sitting there going... Barry, you fucked everything up. And he did too. Yeah. Oh my God, can you see him? Because he looks spot on like the other dude from season 1.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't think of his name, but yeah, that's what I'm going for. Because I mean, as much as I love Calendar Man, I don't see it. I mean, purely speculation at this point. That's all we know. It said that he is part of the forensic team in Central City.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't buy the wholesome Barry Allen act. And he thinks there's more to Barry than meets the eye. So he's constantly got him under a microscope and stuff.
Oh, really?
And his name is, like I said, Julian Dorn. That's all they give. Could be a misdirection. Could be made up.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. Everything's made up. I know this. But, yeah, man. So we got some House Slytherin in Central City now. Which is awesome.
I kind of feel like that actor's at least got to be slightly typecast as a bad guy.
Right? He does it so well.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, like I said, I mean, and then like we talked about, I don't know if it was the last podcast or podcast before, on Green Arrow, they're bringing in Vigilante and Wildcat. So it's going to be very Vigilante heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as we saw at the end of the last season, much to everyone's dismay, they didn't really like it. You saw the big Oliver Queen speech, and then you saw the big street fight with all the people, and then he ended it with, I'm mayor now.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, he's doing the mayor thing, and we got all these other vigilantes. So that's going to bring him out, you know? Like, no, but then he's going to be sitting there contradicting himself.
Yeah.
Which could, with this whole Flashpoint Paradox, how's that going to go? And like I said, with Legends, you got Our Man, which will definitely... change the course, because they're already changing course every episode.
Yeah.
You have Legends of Tomorrow. And like I said, Supergirl, you know, and which could also bring in
Constantine.
You gave me a great bit of news, which I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
I recently was on Facebook, and one of my friends shared a link with another friend to a article about how Constantine may get a second season put on the CW.
Oh, Greg Berlanti, Andrew Kreisberg, doing Constant, the way it should be.
Yeah, that'd be... CW can get away with a hell of a lot. I mean, if you've ever watched an episode of Supernatural...
So, dude, check this out. So, Monday, Supergirl. Tuesday, Flash. Wednesday, Arrow. Thursday, Constantine. Oh, no, Legends.
Legends, yeah.
Legends got
comes out on Thursday.
Friday, Constantine.
Dude...
the DCW, just like I said, man.
Yeah.
They could bring in... I mean, dude, they brought in Dr. Light.
Yeah, this is the reason I have a Hulu subscription right here.
Can you imagine Swamp Thing shows up?
Oh, dude, that'd be
They've
so
already
awesome.
said Superman is going to be on. They cast the kid from Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Dude, why not Swamp Thing shows up?
You know, I actually, after that podcast, I went and looked that guy up online.
Yeah.
He's a little tan to be Superman, but he has, like, the build.
So he's a suntan Superman?
He's been absorbing a little too much solar energy.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't want to take any chances.
Soups, I think you need to talk to your doctor. That mole looks a little malignant.
But can you imagine
Swamp
Thing?
So
Swamp
awesome.
Thing shows up?
That'd be awesome. And currently Matt Ryan is filming a show in England. But when that's over, he's going to be free.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy was awesome. Best Constantine, like, ever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've only had one other Constantine.
Best Constantine ever.
Yeah. I mean...
Yes! Oh, oh, my God. That would be awesome.
The one time they give Keanu Reeves a role the one time Keanu Reeves has emotions in a role is the role he shouldn't have those emotions in, right?
Yeah, that's... I wasn't even going to bring up his name, but...
I don't dislike him as an actor, but that role wasn't for him. I'm just putting it out there. That role was not for him.
No.
But Matt Ryan, on the other hand, great last name, by the way.
Right? Oh, I'll give you that. I will, be all over this
that
guy.
dude's awesome.
And that's the dude's name? The one that from the show, and then they crossed over in Arrow and stuff?
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Oh, that guy, spot on.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's really awesome. So, fingers and toes and eyeballs all crossed.
And cigarettes.
Now. Yeah. So... I'm praying that this comes through for me.
Come on, Berlanti. Come on, Mr. Kreisberg. You've never let us down yet.
I actually did like the old Constantine movie. I did not know it was a comic book movie. But as a movie, I liked it. Then I find out later, when the Constantine show is coming out, Constantine was a comic book? Then I get super into it. Now I'm like, all right, I see what was wrong with the movie itself.
See, I was the other way.
Yeah, and now I'm a huge Constantine fan.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, I never crap on anybody else's art because nobody wakes up and nobody sets out to make a piece of shit today. Yeah. But I'm just like, I went in kind of like with Spawn, or kind of like with I went in with higher expectations.
Yeah, as a fan, we always come in with high expectations that often get shot down.
I mean, I still say it to this day, I love the first 15, 20 minutes of that Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd movie. It was a huge Dredd. I'm like, they're doing a Judge Dredd movie? Hell yeah. And then once he took the helmet off, I'm just like,
yeah.
All right. But yeah, I mean, take it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
It just wasn't my Constantine. This ain't my Constantine.
So I definitely would love to see Constantine make it onto the CW.
Oh.
That'd be amazing.
Without a doubt.
And they did even in most of the episodes on the other show, on the show when it was on TV, a lot of those episodes were pulled like almost straight out of the comics.
Oh yeah.
So I was very impressed with that.
That's why I can't wait, because that's what I'm saying.
On the CW, they'll be able to get away with a little bit more of the edgy rawness that Constantine provides. I mean, it's still going to be, on TV, so they can't go full blown, but they could get pretty close.
It'll be better than what ABC did.
I mean, when someone described, before I started watching Constantine, they described it as they're like, you ever watch Supernatural? I was like, yeah, it's a pretty good show. And they're like, it's better. It's like that, but way better and slightly less gay.
Slightly less gay. Wow. See, I'm not.
Well, because there's a weird bromance going on in that show.
Supernatural?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit bromance.
I had a buddy.
I digress. Yeah. So, because in Supernatural, I've seen a guy fell and a freaking barbecue fork went through his eye socket, and they showed blood spatter all over the wall. So,
and that's on the CW too.
Yeah, that's where the show aired.
Yeah.
So they're able to get away with a lot more of the gruesome stuff that Constantine's known for. Although Constantine on the AMC would be pretty awesome.
Back to back with Preacher.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I don't get AMC in my room. But yeah,
all right, man. Well,
that's all we got today, isn't it?
Yep. I'm a happy boy.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. We are, I don't really have much else to say. I'm trying to think of something like awesome to say. I don't have a really good outro for today. So I'm just going to leave you with this. Drive safe, catch 'em all. And as always,
have a day.